one-stock comeback in a 2v1 scenario, and to bring it, and then
always
bring it
have
to the
to
next game. And they have to play them again. They have to defeat them again. But right now, we are getting into this Villager versus Lucas match, Tokyo versus Moser.
Battle of the children on the block. We got Tokyo, a known Ness player and Lucas player. He's from the New Jersey area, top 20 on the PR. So definitely a competitor come up here. Playing against Moser's a Villager. Villager is kind of like an interesting character you don't get to see very often in competitive play ever since the introduction of DLC. He was very popular in the beginning, but then a lot of players just kind of like dropped off a little bit, besides like the likes of Renai.
Yeah, really the only one when you think of it. MJG might still be using him. I haven't particularly seen him at several events recently.
Yeah, that was another Villager I was going to bring up, was MJG from the Kansas area. Or is he in Texas now?
He's all over.
He's all over. He's originally from Kansas.
Is he even still in the U.S.?
Yeah. Is he in Japan?
Now this matchup, Lucas loves to kind of pressure his opponents, but Villager has that nair that he can pull out at any given time, and the bowling ball strike.
Getting him, going for the rope snake recovery. I mean, it was a pretty predictable.
Oh, and he might lose stock again.
No, wait, no, he's coming back. He's coming back.
All right, I thought maybe he was going to get off the ledge and go for something else.
PK Thunder has so much recovery when you get that hit. You go so freaking far. So as long as you keep your touch. Wow, he's like, those shoes, boy. Shock them up. Sends him flying.
Don't wall jump around here. But as I was saying, Lucas doesn't really have that same privilege of pressuring his opponents like he likes to because of that nair from Villager. And then as far as recovery is concerned, there's a bowling ball to cover Zaire. There's a pocket to cover the up B. It's going to be very difficult for Lucas to recover.
And Lucas is a kick master, going for the down tilt and the forward tilt conversions.
Well, with all that said, Tokyo is doing a great job of using Lucas's tools to stay on stage and keep applying that damage bit by bit.
Definitely adapting after that kind of like struggling for stock. He's definitely have to respect going for the rope snake recovery when you're playing. He stole it.
But he makes it back.
Yeah, I mean, good stuff coming from Moser. Recognizing that PK Thunder was out, he definitely pocket that to mess up his recovery. He just has so many tools to mess with Lucas's recovery. It's astounding. He has a way to deal with rope snake. He has a way to deal with PK Thunder. I think Tokyo is just starting to realize this. He wants to keep center stage, keep stage control as much as possible, and never find himself off stage against him.
Yeah, and luckily for him, obviously he's been staying on stage the whole time, but he's really only 10% away from being able to kill with the down throw to up air.
This could be big. Try to go for the brain blast, but he's a little bit too far away.
Is he going to try? Whoa, and the invincibility of the neutral B coming into play right there for Moser. Very fortunate for him, or he might have lost stock.
I thought he had a PK fire though. Like, did he not pocket a PK fire?
He did earlier. I believe he threw it out.
Oh, okay. Wow, just crosses him up, landing right behind him, goes for the forward smash, knowing he was going to push a button out of shield, and taking away game number 1 is Tokyo.
A sigh of relief coming in. That was just back and forth, really crazy.
I've definitely learned a lot about the match. I can't say I've ever seen Lucas versus Villager.
Me neither, but on paper it seems very difficult for Lucas.
Yeah.
All the forward air and back air by Villager are going to force Lucas up B.
Yeah.
And then when he tries up B, he gets pocketed. So very difficult if he does manage to go off stage, but he did a great job of not going off stage again after that first stock loss.
And the difference between like the characters of like Lucas and Ness is that Lucas has the rope snake off stage, giving him another additional recovery option. Meanwhile, Ness only has PK Thunder to rely on when they're off stage. So maybe that's why he's deciding to go with his Lucas today. Because he does have a Ness in the book. So we're going straight to Lilac Cruz. Interesting pick coming from Moser.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure what made him opt to do this, unless he just likes platforms and maybe Battlefield/Dreamland were banned.
It definitely allows him to drop bowling balls willy-nilly on the platforms. And like you said, if you ban Battlefield and Dreamland, he definitely wanted to come to a stage that just had static platforms.
And right now, it has indeed been paying off. And as you can tell, Moser just kind of not afraid of Lucas, just coming down with the button after button, knowing he has so much priority. And that was so good. And
that was amazing. What a power play coming from Moser. Just immediately hits him with the neutral air, pushing him off, and then shows no fear grabbing onto the PK Thunder.
Yeah, just great stuff. And knowing that he could even grab it from that low down, I actually was not even sure if that would have connected. Clearly, he's familiar with his matchup, or he labbed it out when he saw who was going to be in his pool.
When you have someone that's strong in your round 1, odds are you're looking up YouTube videos or anything on to just kind of like study your opponent and realize either their habits or what character they're playing. Moser definitely showing that he put in a little bit of work.
Oh, and he gets it. He does not.
He hit the.
Yeah.
He hit one balloon. I thought for sure he was gonna hit the other balloon, but he actually just ended up hitting Villager.
And Villager looked like he might have been able to come back if he would have matched that up B at the end as well. But that's exactly what Tokyo needed, because with that deficit, it was looking very scary for him to come back. But you know, taking that stock, getting some damage on, definitely has a shot at, you know, closing this out with a 2-0 and staying in winner's side of the bracket.
Okay, Moser trying to play a little bit of a distance game with his forward airs and back airs, but Tokyo once again being super aggressive, just getting into that zone and breaking it. There's a sampling on the ground. He's got to be super aware of that. He's trying to water it. He's putting a fire out instead.
Is he gonna get it this time? He does.
Oh, he kills him with the Killager axe. Woo!
Obviously, when a tree is growing, your first thought is, all right, the tree's going to come up. I need to avoid it, not to lose my stock. No one really considers an axe coming out immediately after.
And that's something you have to consider, because that's one of the prime reasons a villager grows their tree is to gain access to the axe, because it's deceptively strong.
And quick, you know? And there's shield break setups as well. Great adjustments coming in from Moser. I'm a little surprised to see not how aggressive Moser is being, but how close he's playing. You know, villagers are known for keeping their opponents at bay, but Moser just kind of wants to run in the face and do his forward airs and nairs. Yeah,
he's being super aggressive, not really using the maximum range of his slingshots. He doesn't really need to.
Yeah, well, I'd be curious to know what happens if Tokyo opts to kind of just back up and throw some PK fires. You can only pocket one. And I wonder if that would kind of put a damper on Moser's at least game plan currently. F-tilt coming in, get some space, and Moser just looking beautiful right now.
Whoa.
That up air killing so early. 30 seconds into the game. Moser only 25% on him. He figured something out last game, and it's definitely coming to fruition.
Yeah, but now Tokyo, this is his time to shine, kind of bring back the stock, not lose composure. Managed to hit the singular balloon yet again with a stick.
And speaking of not losing composure, 92% tacked on. Definitely Tokyo feels like he can still do this. Missed that grab.
I know Moser's definitely going to be holding onto his shield a lot more because he's trying to bait out the rope snake, because if he goes for a whiff grab, he leaves himself wide open for a big punish due to the nature of being a tether grab.
Good back air coming in. Ooh, another one. If he can hit it one more time, not able to, but he went for it.
He just keeps going for the neutral air over and over, and it's like it's not really comboing into anything, but just as long as he keeps doing it, just keeps tacking on more and more damage to Tokyo.
Yeah, it's kind of like
is he dead? He's dead!
Again.
Okay.
That was a minute and a half.
Moser.
That set. That game was so quick. And, you know, I don't think anyone was really expecting it to go down that way, because game one, you know, Moser had that huge lead and still lost.
Yeah, Tokyo definitely brought it back, and I thought that we were just going to see a repeat of game one there, but Tokyo just couldn't solidify that stock, and he kept dying to up air, which is like something I don't really expect to see from a villager, but on Town and City with a low ceiling definitely was a factor that came into the game.
And a little RNG coming into play. You know, the strong ones both times. Very fortunate for Moser. Very unfortunate for Tokyo, but he does have a loser's run he can make, and he's definitely a solid Lucas. I expect to see him again.
I definitely hope to see what type of loser's run he's going to be able to make.